The size and shape of the labia, commonly known as the vaginal lips, can vary greatly from one person to another. Having larger labia is completely normal and part of the beautiful diversity of human anatomy. Let's take an honest, educational look at this topic. Understanding the labia. The labia are part of the external female genitalia, divided into two main parts. Labia majora, the outer lips that act as protective cushions for the inner structures. Labia minora, the inner lips, which can differ in size, texture, and color from person to person. Both the outer and inner labia can appear in many different ways, and all variations are perfectly normal. Is having large labia a problem? Absolutely not. Larger labia do not indicate any medical issue, just like people have different heights or ear shapes. The size of the labia is mainly influenced by genetics, hormonal changes, such as during puberty, pregnancy or menopause, and age. Over time, these natural factors can change the size, color, or elasticity of the labia, none of which is a cause for concern. What is the function of the labia? The labia play several important roles. Protection. They shield the vaginal opening and clitoris from bacteria and friction. Sensitivity. They contain nerve endings that contribute to sexual pleasure and arousal. Lubrication. They help retain natural moisture, reducing dryness and irritation. So their size doesn't affect health or function, it's simply part of human variation. Social perceptions and body. Many people feel self-conscious because society often promotes unrealistic images of female bodies. In reality, there's no such thing as a perfect labia. Every shape and size is normal. It's important to focus on body confidence and education, not comparison or shame. Surgical procedures like labiaplasty should only be considered for genuine medical discomfort, not for cosmetic reasons. When to consult a doctor, while large labia are typically harmless, you should seek medical advice if you experience persistent pain or irritation, discomfort caused by clothing or physical activity, unusual changes, such as swelling, lumps, or color differences. These cases are rare but worth checking with a healthcare professional. Final thoughts: having larger vaginal lips is simply a natural anatomical variation, nothing more. Understanding and embracing this diversity helps build confidence and dismantle harmful social stigmas. If you ever have concerns, talk to a qualified healthcare provider. They can offer reassurance, education, and support. Part 2. The hidden facts and myths about labia size. 1. Myth. Large labia are caused by too much sexual activity. This is one of the most common misconceptions, and it's completely false. The size or shape of the labia has nothing to do with sexual activity or experience. Scientific research shows that labial size is primarily determined by genetics and hormones, not behavior. So, whether someone is sexually active or not, their labia size will remain a natural and unique part of their body. Myth. Small labia are better or more attractive. Beauty standards around genital appearance are often shaped by media or social pressure. In truth, there is no single standard for what's attractive or normal. Many medical professionals and psychologists emphasize that diversity is natural and that self-confidence and comfort matter far more than appearance. Remember, every individual's body tells its own story, and every version of normal is different. Hormonal changes over time. The labia can change throughout a person's life due to hormonal shifts during puberty, pregnancy, or menopause. During puberty, hormones may cause the labia to grow or change color. In pregnancy, increased blood flow can make them appear larger or darker. As one ages, the labia may become smaller or less firm due to reduced estrogen. These changes are natural biological responses, not signs of illness. Emotional and psychological impact. Many women and girls feel anxious or insecure about their genital appearance because of comparison or misinformation. Studies have shown that education and body awareness help reduce anxiety and promote healthier self-esteem. When people understand that variation is normal, they often feel more comfortable in their own skin. Body confidence begins with accurate knowledge, not unrealistic expectations. Labia care and hygiene tips maintaining. Good hygiene doesn't mean overcleaning. In fact, excessive washing or using harsh soaps can irritate sensitive skin. Here are a few simple care tips. Clean gently with warm water. Avoid scented products. Wear breathable cotton underwear. Change out of wet or sweaty clothes promptly. If irritation or unusual discharge occurs, consult a healthcare provider. Healthy labia don't require special treatments, just normal hygiene and self-care. Final message: having large labia is not abnormal, not unhealthy, and not shameful. Your anatomy is part of your individuality, something to respect, not to compare. The more we normalize open, factual discussions like this, the less stigma and body insecurity people will face. Confidence begins with understanding, and understanding begins with education. Part 3. Embracing Body. Diversity and Breaking the Stigma 1. The truth about normal. There's no universal definition of what normal looks like when it comes to the human body, especially genital anatomy. Just as faces, skin tones, and body shapes differ, so do the labia. Every person's anatomy is shaped by genetics, hormones, and life experiences. Understanding this truth helps us move beyond comparison and appreciate the beauty of natural diversity. How media creates insecurities for years. Unrealistic portrayals in films, advertisements, and even adult content have pushed a narrow idea of what's considered beautiful. This false standard often makes people feel that something is wrong with their bodies, when in reality, those standards are based on editing, lighting, or even surgical modification. It's time to challenge those ideals and focus on real education, not illusion. No one should feel ashamed of something that's entirely natural. Building confidence through knowledge. Knowledge truly is power. When people learn the biological facts and understand how common these differences are, feelings of shame begin to fade. Talking openly about sexual health and body awareness encourages confidence, self-acceptance, and empowerment. It reminds us that beauty isn't about fitting in, it's about feeling comfortable in your own skin. When to seek professional support, while large labia are almost always normal, it's important to seek medical advice if you experience chronic discomfort or pain rashes, swelling or frequent irritation, noticeable lumps, or discoloration. Healthcare professionals can help determine whether these are normal, variations, or signs of a minor issue like irritation or infection. Getting accurate information is always better than self-doubt or misinformation. Body positivity. Reminder: your body is not meant to be compared. It's meant to be cared for. Whether your labia are large, small, symmetrical, or asymmetrical, they are completely normal. Embrace your uniqueness, educate yourself, and treat your body with kindness and respect. Confidence doesn't come from perfection, it comes from acceptance. Final thoughts in the end. The size or shape of the labia doesn't define beauty, worth, or health. It simply reflects human diversity. By understanding and accepting our natural anatomy, we take a powerful step toward ending body shame and promoting real self-love. Part 4. Changing Perspectives. From shame to self-acceptance. Why education matters. Most insecurities about genital appearance come from lack of accurate information. When people aren't taught about natural anatomy in school or at home, they often rely on media or hearsay, both of which create unrealistic expectations. Education helps break that cycle. When you know the truth, you stop comparing yourself to edited images and start appreciating your body as it really is. The role of social media and body trends. Social platforms can both harm and heal body image. While some influencers spread harmful comparisons, others promote body neutrality and acceptance. Remember, there's no single trend that defines beauty. What's celebrated today might change tomorrow, but self-acceptance never goes out of style. Instead of chasing trends, focus on self-care and authenticity. The psychological connection body. Image isn't just physical, it's deeply psychological. How you think about your body influences how you feel about yourself. Research shows that positive self-talk, mindful awareness, and supportive communities can dramatically improve body confidence. Every time you replace criticism with gratitude for your body, you strengthen your mental and emotional well-being. Healthy conversations about the female body talking. Openly about topics like labia size, menstruation and sexuality should not be taboo. When we normalize these conversations, we reduce embarrassment and misinformation. Parents, educators, and content creators all play a part in changing how society views women's health. Openness creates understanding, and understanding leads to acceptance. Avoiding unnecessary surgery or comparisons. It's natural to feel curious or insecure sometimes, but it's important to remember that surgical alteration should never be driven by social pressure. Procedures like labiaplasty should only be considered for medical comfort, not for appearance. True beauty doesn't come from surgery. It comes from confidence, knowledge, and self-respect. Empowerment. Through acceptance isn't about ignoring your body, it's about celebrating it. When you recognize that your anatomy is completely natural, you reclaim your confidence from unrealistic standards. Self-love is not arrogance, it's awareness, gratitude, and peace with who you are, and that is the foundation of true beauty. Final message. Every labia, every body, and every individual is unique. There's no wrong shape, no wrong size, just natural diversity. By learning, talking, and sharing awareness, we can end the stigma that has silenced people for generations. Your worth is not defined by appearance. It's defined by how confidently you accept yourself.